What is up guys, Kenji here, and we are gonna talk about Double Resonator today because the last news video did actually pretty well, and let's try another one. So we got Double Resonator. It's a level 1 Fiend Fire, as well as a tuner. 0 attack, 0 defense. If this card is normal summoned or special summoned, you can target one face-up monster in the field. That monster is treated as a tuner this turn during your main phase. During your main phase, you can banish this card from your graveyard, then target one fiend type monster you control. That monster is treated as a tuner this turn. You can only use this effect of Double Resonator once per turn. So basically, this card, being a level 1 tuner, is very nice because it can be brought out with like 1-for-1, which is nice, and then you can use its effect. Now, the thing is, I think this would make Red Dragon decks more potent because it's easier to bring out tuners. I'm not too sure. Like, you could probably bring these out in more diverse decks now. Like with the Blackwing deck I've been using, I usually use 2 Gale and a Crystal Crack of Dawn to go into Archfiend Tyrant, or I use Nothung and Orishi the Squall and Gale to go into Archfiend Tyrant. Now the thing with that is, what's it called? If I can get Jet Synchron into the grave before I make Axel Synchron or anything like that, I usually am able to make Nothung without actually using my normal summon at all. So basically I can make Nothung and then I can just go off with plays from there, because I can just go Level Eater, have 2 tuners, bring out a Gale because of the Nothung. So it actually leaves it for like me having more cards that allow me to go into Tyrant in the Blackwing deck. So basically, for example, if I use Level Eater, I won't need Orishi the Squall, and Level Eater will be already in the graveyard if I have Cosmic Blazer Dragon on the field. So basically what I could do is, since Nothung did not take up my normal summon, but even though I have 2 normal summons now because of Nothung's effect, I can go Gale just in case, or I can even go Gladius. I can normal summon it off Nothung's effect, then normal summon again, make Gladius into a 3 tuner, and then go into Tyrant. And I think this will just make Red Dragon Archfiend effects more potent. Keep in mind, the first effect is not once per turn, which is kind of broken, because we know what happens when something's not once per turn. Somebody makes a loop. I don't know who, maybe Kogurasha, because Kogurasha's an absolute badass, and if you haven't heard of him, check out his channel. I really think you should, because he's an absolute badass in what he does. But honestly, this card has potential. It may seem crappy on the surface, but all it takes is one person to break it. So there's definitely probably a loop in here, as well as the second effect. I don't know, use it in Infinities or some shit like that, I don't know. But there's probably a Fiend deck where you can do shit like that. And even in Red Dragon Archfiend decks, if you use the normal summon / special summon effect, you can definitely make a Red Dragon Archfiend card into a tuner, and it comes back from the graveyard of effects. So what you can do is you can make like the level 9 Red Dragon Archfiend. Let me just look it up. I am unprepared. I thought I was prepared, but I'm not. But what's new? Anyway, so for example, you can make him, go for this tuner to make him, then you're able to bring this back. Wait, how is my thought process going? But anyway, so my thought process was you'd have him and him on the field. Now you can bring a tuner back of him. Then you can use this tuner to make him a tuner. Then you can, synchro up for another 9, and then you can do this. Bish Balkan? Yeah, you can make Phantasmal Lord Bish Balkan, which is indeed a powerful card. So, pretty much, you can make Bish Balkan with this card, which I find amazing. You can search it out with Resonator Call. You can do all this shit with it. It has so much potential, but it needs to be used in the correct way, I think, because I might sound like I'm talking about out of my ass here, but I really do feel this card has potential, because its first effect isn't once per turn, first of all, so there's probably some loop that someone's gonna do with it, and its second effect isn't bad either, even though it only can work on a fiend, and if you're using a Red Dragon Archfiend deck, I'm assuming that all your tuners are fiends anyway, so I think it just broadens the scope for these Red Dragon Archfiend cards as well. And what's it called? That's kind of all I've got to say about it. Someone please break this card so that I don't look stupid on the internet. But anyway, so tell me what you guys think of this card. I'm doing one card by one card because I don't want to do a bunch together, because it makes the video long, as well as people having to sit through the entire thing to get to the card they want. So I'm just gonna do a bunch of cards on their own. The news video yesterday went pretty well, and I hope this one goes well as well. So tell me what you guys' thoughts on this card, because I feel like it's got a lot of potential, but I don't know. Maybe this card was printed too early, and then in the future it will have quite a bit of potential. But tell me what you guys think about it in the comments. This is Kenji YGO signing in. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Also, clicking on advertisements helps me out. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!